Hey guys, today I'm going to get it right into the story. I've been emotionally exhausted, guys. Welcome back to Love or Obsession, a true crime podcast. Episode 65 for the podcast and the listening and the audio experience, and episode 2 for YouTube for the visual experience. Y'all know I'm extra for no reason, do too much but don't do nothing at all or not enough, whatever. Okay, so today I just want to tell y'all that I've been so emotionally exhausted, y'all. I've been crying so much lately. I don't know if it's the feels and the vibes of the universe and the environment, the things that's going on in the world that's around us. It's all disheartening and very sad. Like, I'm super sad, but I won't quit. I've been having technical difficulties. That's not the reason why I didn't, upload and publish a podcast on Tuesdays like I normally do. I just, I wasn't into it. And I guess that's one of the good parts about, being an entrepreneur and doing your own thing and not really doing a 9 to 5, because if my heart not in it, I don't have to, get up and do it, But I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for myself. I love what I do. And, I hope we find some type of peace and resolutions. And I like how I said that I was going to get into the story, but I just said all this extra stuff in true Queen Chaos fashion. Okay, and we're back. So I just had to take a brief little intervention right there. I'm glad y'all didn't notice that. But yeah, well, yeah, I was just reading over my notes, you guys, in case that silence was bothering you. I was just reading over my notes to see what I was saying. I was just saying about in case my technical difficulty situation wasn't rectified, then I was going to find other ways to seek solutions, because I don't stress myself out about the small things. But yes, getting into the story finally, you guys. I will be talking about the Delphi murders in Delphi, Indiana, because as of February 14, 2017, it's been 5 years in the case, and no new evidence, no new anything been discovered. The killer is still out there. Authorities feel like the guy is hiding in plain sight. And honestly, let's just get into the story. Okay, so on February 14, 2017, the bodies of Abigail Williams, born January 2013. Oh my God, let me stop. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me go back. On February 14, 2017, the bodies of Abigail Williams, born June 23rd, 2003, and Liberty German, born December 27, 2002, were discovered near the Moonen High Bridge Trail, which is a part of the Delphi Historic Trails in Delphi, Indiana, USA, after the girls had disappeared from that same trail the previous day, February 13, 2017. Okay, so fast forward to February 14, 2022, it marked 5 years since that happened, and nothing new had been uncovered. No arrests had been made. A police involved is still holding, okay, so police says that they're still holding on to evidence that they believe can help move the case forward, but they're not releasing that. So at 1:35 p.m. on Monday, February 13, 2017, 13-year-old Abigail Joyce Abby Williams and 14-year-old Liberty Rose Lind, Liberty German, were dropped off by Liberty's older sister on County Road 300 North, east of the Hoosier Heartland Highway. And this story is widely regarded as the Delphi murders. I'm a little choked up, you guys. Like, I'm stumbling over my words. I don't know if you guys notice it on the YouTube. For sure, you guys will be able to see. But when I write my notes, I'm accurate and things like that, as far as trying to comprehend what I write down. But it's just something about this story that has me so flustered and red in the face, and I feel like a solution is coming soon. I feel like a solution is coming. I feel the spirit of the girls around me. I know some people probably be like, how dare you say something like that? But I don't joke when I say stuff like that. When I get the feels and the vibes, I really feel the energy of things around me. And ever since I've been thinking about covering the story of Liberty and Abby and Liberty and Abigail, and that's why I steady be going back and forth on calling them Liberty and Abigail and Libby and Abby or whatever, because I feel like I didn't know them personally to be calling them Libby and Abby. But if that's what they were affectionately known as, that's what I would do. And it's just, this story is so sad, and like I said, I feel like a resolution is coming, because they do deserve justice. I feel like is when we tell stories of true crime, the story is being told not just for entertainment purposes, because it has been turned into some type of entertainment thing, because it's all over TV, you guys. Like, it's even like a whole crime network. But the stories are being told, is being awareness to the stories. It's bringing awareness to help people understand and realize, like, certain situations that can be dangerous, that wasn't really perceived dangerous at first, like just being dropped off at a hiking trail, just going to observe and enjoy nature, things like that. It's just very disheartening, and it bothers me. Like, I'm really flustered. Like, I can't even express that enough. So at 1:35 p.m. on Monday, February 13th, 2017, 13-year-old Abby and 14-year-old Libby were dropped off by Libby's older sister on County Road 300 North, east of the Hoosier Heartland Highway. The girls were hiking on the Moon and High Bridge over Deer Creek among Woodland and remote Deer Creek Township. At 2:07 p.m., Libby posted a photo of Abby walking the bridge. After that, no one heard from the girls again. They were reported missing around 5:30 p.m. They were supposed to meet Libby's father around 3:15 p.m., and when the girls didn't show, the family immediately started searching for the girls. That's why authorities wasn't notified about the missing girls until 5:30, because in that time between 3:15 and 5:30, the family took it upon themselves to just go look for the girls, which, hats off to them, because that's the same thing I would have did. I would have instantly started trying to find my children, like, what's going on, where the girls at, so the family was searching for Abigail and Liberty, and at first authorities didn't suspect foul play in the disappearance. Everything changed gears once the body of the girls were found the next day, 0.5 miles east of the abandoned Moon and High Bridge. The bodies were found on the north bank of Deer Creek. Police didn't release any details on how the girls were murdered. As early as February 15, 2017, Indiana State Police began circulating a still image of an individual reportedly seen on the Moon and High Bridge trail near where the two young girls were murdered. The photograph wasn't clear, but the image was a still image of a white male, hands in his pockets, on the bridge, head down, but facing towards Libby and Abby. So it's almost like the image was portraying this person on trying to be discreet, and the type of person that would try to hide in plain sight almost, because that image and describing that person is somebody that's trying to hide in plain sight, head down, back turned, things like that. So the person in the photograph became the prime suspect in the double homicide. On February 22nd, law enforcement released audio recording where the voice of the suspect can be heard saying, "down the hill," as if directing the girls to go down the hill. Libby was credited as a hero. All the findings, everything, all the evidence so far that police uncovered, all was because Libby really blazed the trail for authorities to kind of get the ball rolling in what could have happened to them, uncovering answers, because all the findings, the audio, the imagery, all that came from Libby's phone. And that kind of provided a timestamp also, because she was smart and clever, and and she thought to record in a discreet manner so the phone wouldn't have been snatched away or destroyed or anything like that. So police indicated that additional evidence from the phone had been secured. They say that they didn't release it because they didn't want to compromise any future trial. But that time, okay, so at that time, the reward for any information was at $41,000. I don't know what the reward is being offered at right now for any information that can lead to an arrest. And still, I just seen on the news just recently, police still won't release what they have. People been volunteering, I guess, volunteering their investigative services, saying that they can help authorities crack down on what's going on. But the police say, we don't want any interference from outside sources that's going to interfere or jeopardize anything in the investigation that we got going on thus far. And with that, I say, if it's people out there that's offering to help and provide their expertise and their credentials, match who they say they are, then by all means let them help. It's been 5 years, and families want answers. Everyone wants answers, and the girls deserve justice, and that's just the bottom line, so they can rest peacefully. Cover. I feel like my mind kick in, my second mind kicking in, and I'm like, is the authorities trying to cover up something? Is they trying to cover up cover up for one of their own or something like that? Because usually when they say they got all this evidence and all this stuff, why wouldn't it be released? Is a suspect somebody in position where they integrity is compromised or anything like that? I don't know, but I just know that the girls need justice, So it's been 5 years, you guys. So what's up with that? So on July 17th, officers distributed a composite sketch of someone at that time in the investigation. And this person was sought as the prime suspect or the prime person of interest in the murders. And it had apparently been drawn by police from an eyewitness to a certain hiker of the Delphi historic trails. And on the day the girls had vanished. So an eyewitness had seen a hiker on the trails the day the girl had vanished, and they provided a sketch, description to authorities so they can produce a sketch from that. And on April 19, 2019, Indiana State Police, and nothing came from that sketch. The sketch, I posted a sketch on the Instagram if you want to see a picture of that. It looked like a very young boy. And that's something that they says, and now I'll say that moving forward. Okay. It announced the Indiana State Police announced a new direction in the case on behalf of the state police and the multi-agency task force. Superintendent Carter released more materials a few days later in a press conference held on April 22nd, and the news materials included a short video recording in which a man wearing a blue jean jacket suspect is walking along the rail bridge for a little over a second. And an updated sketch of the suspect was unveiled along with an extended version of the audio recording. And the extended audio recording was just like the original was down the hill, and the extended one was girls down the hill. So that was the difference. And what I wanted to say earlier about the sketch was that authority was saying that the suspect age may range from age 18 to age 40, and his youthful appearance can make him look younger than his true age. And that's just like no facial hair, none of that. He'll really look younger than what he truly appears to be. Investigators believe that the suspect might be hiding in plain sight, and that the suspect is familiar with the Delphi area. There were 2 persons of interest in the case. Well, actually, it was like maybe 5 persons of interest in the case from the articles and everything that I was reading. And one thing, but nothing ever panned out from those persons of interest, I want to say, before I move forward. And as of right now, I don't know who authorities are looking at. They say that they're keeping everything kind of like hush hush, because I guess they feel like they're on to something. And the police spokesperson that was speaking on the case that I seen on the news, he was just basically saying that nobody wants this solved more than he does. He said he developed relationships with the families, and it is nothing more than he would want than to go to them and say, we got him, we got the man that did this to Libby and Abby, you know. So a lot of different memorials in honor of the girls. Like homeowners across central Indiana have had orange lights installed on their front porches to commemorate the girls, as well as indicate that the murderer is still out there. And that's something that they did. I think Libby, I want to say Libby's mother wanted a lot of homeowners to do that, and they respected her wishes. Other memorials in honor of Liberty and Abby is the families expressed plans to build a sports complex for Delphi in the memory of both girls. I don't know how far along that is, or if it's complete by now. And the L&A, Libby and Alley Park Foundation, a non-for-profit organization, was formed to celebrate and commemorate the lives of Libby and Abby by creating a place for the appreciation of nature, art, play, athleticism for generations to come. Because I guess those were the things that the girls enjoyed, and clearly being out in nature was something that probably really brought peace to their hearts, as well as the Libby and Abby Memorial Park. And with that, you guys, pictures can be found on the Instagram at Love or Obsession Podcast. Please send all messages and suggestions to loveorobsessionpodcast@gmail.com. I'm trying to think anything else I have to say. Yes, as always, I will post all sources in the show notes. And what else? Merch can be found at velmahood.com. If you want to talk to me about anything, you want to suggest the case, anything, you guys, like I said, email me at loveorobsessionpodcast@gmail.com. It's Queen. I love you guys. Peace out. Okay, guys. So with the YouTube, I hope you guys are enjoying my visual experience that I'm trying to provide for the podcast so far. And you can meet me back here. I haven't been consistent with the schedule. I was on vacation for my daughter's birthday this past week, and it really drained me a lot. I was so exhausted. All my travelers out there know how tiring traveling can be, but I will try to be more consistent with the schedules. I will merge the two, not so much merge the two podcasts, is Pain and Power and Love or Obsession, but you can find all the video experiences here on YouTube. Thanks guys for listening. I will see you next time. It's Queen. Peace out.